All I'm doing is trying to do my own thing. Pretty simple, really. Well, they shouldn't be dipshits. They shouldn't be cunts. They shouldn't be, harassing. Like, I'm not going to shut up about it, especially for the internet, too, now. Oh, no, they won't do nothing. They won't do nothing. It's a civil matter. It's a civil. It's a. And they want the attention? Well, I'll give it to the internet. Oh, they make it out to me head. They make it out to me head and shit. Yeah, like legit. The thing I do the most is just try to ignore it all. Flying monkeys, um, and everything from you know. The only one thing I regret is I shouldn't have said fucking hi. Basically, the last neighbor's son said they were nice people. It is. Well, why don't you greet them when you actually get the house? I says, oh, well, if they're nice people, I will. And it turns out they're not. So, and I just choose to ignore it because they started to mock and everything it is. And it was one day I just stood in the lobby with my phone recording stuff because obviously they were crossing boundaries and they escalated. And now she's playing the victim. She's saying all this shite and everything. She's saying all this shite to other people, having a smear campaign and all this shite. It is. That's why I say calls like that, like so, like in general, is technically like the same stuff that goes on here. The only difference is they think they own everything. They don't. They don't own everything. It's them kind of people, overly entitled narcs. I just want the fucking peace. There's already rockets in the air and fucking like that and the war going on and shit like that. And these motherfuckers are a projectile and all the shit. They go to like community center, gossip and shit and everything. Literally, the gossipers gossip about them. It does all the shit. So that's why I don't need to say anything, but I'm saying stuff to you guys because, like I said, people around here like so think it's my fucking head, even though there's proof, video proof and evidence of what they've done and stuff like that. In general, I do have that video proof. I've given it to authorities and such. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's stupid. They even hacked into my fucking doorbell camera just because of a high. Oh, and did I tell you about the homophobic slurs as well from him? Pretty much. The thing is, I don't want to paint myself as a victim, and I won't because I regret saying that hi at all. Honestly, they're a bunch of cunts. Bunch of cunts. Well, the police won't do anything about it, so I'm just talking to you guys about it. See if I can get some advice from you, people, because I know common sense. Family, two parts of family literally just gaslighted. They gaslighted, so I just went, no, get the fuck out. People said you shouldn't put your stuff on the internet as much as this. Motherfucker, I'm using the internet now to do this shite. Because I'm in a situation that it is that people are projectiling their insecurities because of their heads, their problems with their heads and stuff like that. Yes, I still look after my mum. She knows partly some. I had to tell her partly. Didn't take it well, but my friends know what's going on, and they've done more effort than anybody else. They've literally not getting even done this. They've driven 2.5 hours, because they're 2.5 hours away from me, it is, to literally sit in the car, stand by, and watch shit go down. To keep an eye on my house. It is. I shit you not with this. His fiance and him. I'm like, dude, like, legit, it takes you 2.5 hours to get back home. And he says, this is more important. I need to see it for myself. He did it on, I didn't tell him to actually do this. He did it on his own accord because he wanted to see what's going on in the street. Just for his eyes only. And he ranted and vented to me for 25 minutes straight. I just sat there quiet and just, this is all should be coming from my mouth, but it's not. He says, how are you so calm? I says, because I'm used to it. I'm used to the narcissist behavior. It is the personality, the behavior, the cowardness, the gossip, the smear campaigns, the accusing and all this crap, the hacking and all this crap. I'm used to it all. I'm used to it all. I'm used to it. I know I shouldn't, but the reason why they've done it is because they want me to escalate. They want me to escalate to violence. They want me to either get a Glock. I'm allowed to say that? Glock? Yeah. A Glock or a baseball bat or any weapon that symbolizes a massacre. The whole street, windows, everything as much it is. Because they think it's London. They think it's fucking London here. It's not. It's not. I don't choose that kind of violence. Yeah, the calls I take and everything, and me say to him, I'll come to his house and slap him, but I won't. I won't. Well, is there some people out there that really want me to slap? Yeah, pedophiles and stuff like that. Like, pedos and stuff like that. Holy shit. I had to really cool down. That's why my friend takes over those calls in general. Because I can escalate with, pedophilia and stuff like that. Like, I want to smash their fucking faces in. Because you shouldn't be hurting kids like that and stuff like that. But when it comes to narcissist behavior, desperate neighbors, and all this kind, that's not worth it. Because I know that's what they want, to play the victim. They've played the victim all their lives. They probably had wives, husbands, and they've been broken from relationships, marriages, and stuff like that. haven't worked out, they haven't getting therapy and all this kind. I know this. They know what they're doing, and I know what they're doing. So why do I have to escalate to a serial killer point? It is. Because they know they're trying to get under my skin. They're trying to get under my skin, it is. Always. Like, literally always. Some days is quiet, but it's surveillance mode. I can stand on the doorstep, just look at the stars at night, because I love looking at the stars. Anybody else like to look at the stars and the moon at night and stuff like that? And it just cars, fly monkeys passing at theirs, looking over, vroom vroom, speeding at theirs. In case I'm gonna take the fucking number plate. It's like, bitch, you gotta change your fucking number plate. You're already in a crooked fucking service. Like, bitch. Like, there's no point taking the number plates because they'll just change them. One of my neighbours I've known for about 6 years, 7 years, much it is, and I've noticed a change in them. I've noticed a change in them as well. Like, so there's so much change and so many masks falling off. And seeing this, because like I said, even though I'm an animated character, I don't wear a mask. If you saw me in person, I would talk to you like this. It's true. That's why I have like a small amount of friends. It is. But like at the end of the day, like if you having trouble and stuff like that, like so, it's best to just ignore them. And it's tough. It's tough when the smear campaign goes on. When the smear campaign goes on Facebook group chats, all that shite, and they just jump in one side of the story. Listen, if they don't want to know your side of the story, they just figured trying to just judging you how you are. Legit. And they're judging you by that because they don't want the truth. Because they haven't got excitement in their lives and stuff. So don't try and search and plead out to them your side. Don't. There's no point. You're wasting energy. They've already took the side because they want to jump the bandwagon. But you know what's the best satisfying thing? I'm telling you this right now. Is when you don't have their expectations. And yeah, my tail's flopping around. My tail's flopping around. When they suspect because they have sexual fantasies and stuff like that of what you do and stuff like that, it's obviously a kink, a personal kink of theirs. It's obviously it is. And then when they wake up in reality, they try and do shit. It is. I mean, they've already scratched my mum's car, like so. They forced my mum's gate open. I have all that on footage. It's just all footage that I can basically, if I have about 16, 17 videos, like so, I can make a fucking montage of this and just put it up on to see if it fucking trends. Because the police won't do shite. They called it a civil matter. Yeah, I have that video of her insulting me. Yes, I do. Civil matter. But they didn't explain why, like, in general, which makes no sense to me at all. And I think that's what's really bugging me and puzzling me. Why did he call it a civil matter? If somebody's assaulted someone, they should be arrested. If somebody's vandalizing someone's property, should be arrested. And if you have the footage, it is as well. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I give all the footage to my friend. Yeah, I give all the footage. He's got all the footage now. all the videos and stuff like that. I've given it to them and I said, do whatever you want with it. I've got copies, like so. Well, he's got copies. Sorry, I've got the originals. They don't like cameras. My neighbors don't like cameras because they hide skeletons in their closets because they know they've done wrong. But I've already got their faces. I already got the flying monkeys' faces. I've already got the number plates. I've got all this shite. I got all the shite. I've got the cars, got the number plates, got their faces, got them walking down the street, same ones that are driving the cars and all that. I've got it all. I've got it all. And I put that all together, give that to authorities, and they've said it's a civil matter. And then they say, well, what about your treatment? What about your head? I'm like, what's that got to do with all this? It is. So I contacts a family member, one of my family members, who she helps me a lot. And I explained and I said, I've got all this proof. Can you take me to the police station? Can you take me to the police? And she gaslighted me. She gaslighted. She said, she just changed the subject. She said, you know what? I understand it's all hyper in your head, stuff like that. Shut your curtains. Shut your curtains. Spend time with your mum. I'm like, the fuck? No would have been better. Like, oh sorry, I can't take you to the police station. Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense at all. Like, it doesn't. I really feel it's so much gaslighting, um, so much of greed because they're desperate. People's getting older. There's a war going on, shit going on in politics. It is. I just try to make content, drawings. It is. Take calls, play video games. That's all. That's all I do. That's all I do. It is. Oh yeah, they want to check my schedule as well. They want to check to see when I'm leaving the house and shit like that too. What time I'm coming in from the hospital and stuff like that. They're trying to make it out that I'm this fucking monster. It is. But little you know, when it comes to Facebook and shit and crap like that, I fucking hate Facebook. I despise Facebook. It is. It's the dying piece of shit of me. It is. I fucking hate it. I hate it. It's like Desperate Housewives, but desperate attention seeking needs. You know. Um um Twitter, like I said, is toxic and stuff, but fuck, you get some at least some positive responses. You know, like so. Everywhere is toxic, but I think Facebook is literally the worst. Because you could have this relative, you could have when I take them scam calls, their linked profile is Facebook. And when you go to their Facebook profile, it's got like a half butt naked picture of a guy or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, like legit. I shit you not. I have Facebook for probably family. It is. But honestly, like I said, they can just call. They can just call if they wanna. I want to remove my Facebook altogether. Like I fucking do. I do. Like it is. It's fucking cancerous. I like I said, I've asked some my friend advice. It is, and they've said I should talk to my therapist, and I have talked to my therapist about this and everything. It is because yeah, I'm under a therapist. See, they don't acknowledge the fact that like over the years, my past and stuff, my personal past and stuff like that, you know, it's not my mum's fault. It is. It's just the people who I mix in with, the people who I've been friends with. You know, that's why I only have a small amount of friends now. It is. And you guys, like I said, coming into the stream or whatever it is, like so, communicating in a joyful laugh matter or whatever it is, it's fucking awesome. It is. When we take calls and stuff, it's fucking awesome. It's out of this world. And I love the support. I love the support. But like I said, you have your main friends. Wrong words to say. You have your friends that know you from behind the screen. Like so. And if you do, they know. They know you. It is. Like so. And they know I don't do the shit what she's accused me of. My friend came up to me and he put his hand on my shoulder and said, like, we know you don't do that stuff. We know it's not your head. I had a fucking like meeting or some shite the weeks ago. Like I had visitors, like in general, and I'm like, holy fuck, what are you doing here? My mom's like, holy shit, like so here to talk to you about, we know it's not your head. We've seen it for ourselves and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, how have you seen it for yourselves? Because I didn't know, and that's when they told me that they've traveled 2.5 hours to literally just watch. And honestly, if that's not friendship, like, I don't know what is. Like, I have some really good friends. I do. I have a friend in Australia as well. Like, um she's been on the stream a lot, which she's fucking cool. I've known her for 9 years. I know James because I mentioned James. That's the guy I told about. He had his hand on the shoulder. I've known him for 16 years. It is 16, 17. Yeah, it's a long friendship. Long friendship. It is. Oh yeah, they're trying to make me fucking insane, but it's all in video, photos and stuff. I really thought, I honestly really thought they were gonna come at me and say it's not real. I'm like, motherfucker, it's real because like the legit bullshit. Like, it's fucking real, motherfucker. I've been living here for over fucking 30 years. That shit happened. That shit happened. That shit happened. It is. And he even said it might be another country. They've even said that. I'm like, and I faced the phone to the police officer and I showed them it. I says, does that look like Do they look like they're from another country? Because with all the trouble what's going on, you know, but I lose more brain cells than go insane. I lose more brain cells because they want proof. They want evidence. They want proof. They've got it. They've got it. But they rather take words than actually proof. And then they tell me that the proof only lasts 6 months. I'm like, motherfucker, like, literally, what about these motherfuckers that's like ancient? What about Wolf Forest? Remember that guy? Ancient, right? He's dead now, is he? Like so? There was proof from years ago. Motherfucker, like, honestly, at this point, like, that's what makes me lose brain cells. If you have proof and evidence of people doing shit to your property, right? And then you have this other side who accuses you of shit you haven't done, and you have proof of them doing it. Which one would you go for, chat? Which one would you go for? The person that's saying all this stuff, or the videos and everything are proof? Which one? I ask you. There's like 42 of you motherfucking in here. Proof, evidence, evidence, proof. You know what? Let's put a voting system now, shall we? Is there a vote? I can't do that. Oh, it's only Twitch does that, isn't it? Eh. Boo. So the people literally are saying is it's actually proof. There you go. If you say stuff and accusing someone, you need to back it up with proof and evidence. It's always the case. And I have it. I have it, and I choose to give it to authorities. And they did shit with it. It's a civil matter. It's a civil matter. It's the most insane shit ever. I thought I'd share that with you since, like I said, and I do appreciate your all honesty. Even though this fabulous model, oh, James helped me with this model. Like this PMG, like he used his pencil 2D, but he's so much better. He's so much better than me at it. Like, and he says, I know, why didn't you have a tail that like waggles? I'm like, what? So pretty much. And he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do another model kind. See how it goes. See if you like it. And this is what he's done. And I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Post all the proof online. Motherfucker, you have no idea how much I wanted to do that. Like their faces and everything, as much it is. Like, motherfucker, I don't realize it will fucking blow up like shit. Probably the most blown up shit of all time. because I've handed it to the police. That's why, and um, it just feels like not gonna do anything. You know, I think that's why my friends got involved themselves. To be honest, I really think that's why they got involved on their own accord because they know for a fact that they wanted to see for themselves if it was my head or not, and not actually like accusing that I was imagining things, hyping things up, or whatever the case is. The only motherfucking thing I want to hype up is this model. Oh shit, I love the fucking tail on this. I do, I like the tail. Shut up. Shut up. I like this. I just do my own thing. Just do my own thing. It is. But the surroundings I have, I see. I see it. I'm not blind, not stupid, and they want the attention. They're gonna get it. It pretty much is. I honestly believe in the UK now, there's so much going on. People's just projectiling so much in their insecurities. And if you are placed at the wrong time, you get it all. You get it all. You do. I just put boundaries down. I just put boundaries down. It is. Oh yeah, my doorbell's knocked. They don't like cameras. They don't like to be on camera. That's her escalating. But she told the police that I was shoving the phone in her face. So she lied to the police about that. Do you see me shoving the phone in her face? Yeah, that's exactly what my friend said. I'm on my property and I'm recording from my property. And she was no, she was. You can see she's not on her property. See, it would be different if she was on her property. It is, but she wasn't. She was on the main path. She was on the main path. It is, and if the gate wasn't there, she would have escalated fucking badly. I pressed the recording off. It is, and I went berserk. I went berserk in the house. Like I lost my shit. Like and snapped. Like, because was held a lot in, a lot. And I was holding a lot in of what was going on. I wasn't telling people because I just wanted to be peace. I wanted to do my own thing. It is. And there was the recording footage of me snapping, screaming, wanting help, stuff like that. It's actually awful for me to see back then. and it was laughed at. They laughed at it. Yeah, they were laughing. They were laughing, and he joined in. It took a toll when the police officers came to the house. The police officers came to the house. It is because she went to the police station, but she used profanity before she did. Because we were mentioning about cameras, and she had a camera at the side, and it was pointing on my property. Like I was like, why is that? And my mum caught it. My mum saw it first and escalated. So me trying to calm her down because it is wise. And then I goes, well, it might not be pointing over here. Might not be pointing over here. It might look like it, but it might not be. And then when I looks, I'm like, the fuck? Like so the camera professionals that was installing their cameras showed us, and it was black. It was all black off. It was centered black off, but I didn't believe it when he went. I believed he took and removed the black off because you could do that in your fucking settings. You could do that in your settings. My doorbell has their whole side blacked off. You can't see shit at their side. It is. But I could take it off if I wanted to. I could take it off if I wanted to. It is. But I was still being respectable. So back to the story in hand. So when basically I told my mum to go in, calmed her down and that, and just left it at that. Just left it at that. And that's what I brought up that time when she escalated, saying is you're bothered about my camera, you're on public property. Like you're on a public path. If I was fucking like putting my arms over her fucking wall with a fucking camera while she was doing the fucking gardening and shit like that, yeah, that's fucking wrong. Like that's messed up. It is. But she told them that I was shoving it in her face and it's harassment, it's harassment, it's harassment. And I'm like, oh fucking really? Really? I've had the police out of the house like 3 times it is for the same situation. Like so. And they suspected different. They suspected different because they've heard different. And they said, we want to hear your side of the story. Okay. Since you're police, I'm going to tell you my side of the story. And that's all it came to. It's a civil matter. And they literally, I shit you not, they said to me, do you want to speak to them again? I says, why would I want to speak to them with their homophobic slurs and their shit and harassment? Why the fuck? Why I want it? Why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? If someone fucking assaults me, like if you, it is basically. Well, you see on the footage, like she launched a hand to grab hold of the phone, and she touched my phone with 3 fingers, and I pulled away, and then she started just grabbing hold of the gate aggressively. Lucky it was shut, and then she was marching up, and I'm like, but you've got a camera at the side. And then she screamed out in public saying, piss off. Well, you can't do that in public. It's profanity. It is. And then she went in the car. I panicked. I called my family. My family came up. I wasn't very well. My mum wasn't very well. It is. Because my mum was chewed up over the side camera still. It is. And I'm like, fuck's sake. And this is when I was here, my auntie, because she's lovely. She's lovely, her. and stuff like that. And she says, "You need to calm down. You need to do this and this, like this. You're looking after your mom and stuff like that." And I'm like, I know that. I know all that. I wasn't the one escalating this stuff because they thought, expected that I fucking escalated. They thought I was imagining it. They thought I did all this crap. I stayed quiet. I sat on the sofa with my auntie as much as it is, and they left. And it was just quiet that day. That whole day was quiet, like the silence of quietness. It is. I went upstairs to check on my mum, and she wanted something to eat. She wanted something to eat, it is. And I like, I'll do you something to eat. And that's how I wall it, because I'm not going to tell my mum everything it is, especially with her condition and stuff like that. Like so, because I'm a carer, see, and I look after my mum and stuff like that, and she doesn't deserve it. It is. However, like I said, I'm protecting her at all costs, you know, and I just, just feel like all this is just 2 years now. I mean, he started by putting his arm over and touching my property before they even got the house, saying all the trees need cutting. I've got that on video because I had my phone in my hand at that time. Then he wanted to come over to check the fucking drain. I'm like, can I ask why you want to check my drain? And he all looked at me like fucking daggers, like, well, you're coming on my fucking property, motherfucker, I want to fucking know. Oh, it's because we want our own drain and stuff. We want our own drain. Okay. Well, I'll open the side gate. And I was going to go around and open my side gate, and he jumps the fucking wall. I'm like, yeah, that's not a thing you fucking do. That's not a thing you not fucking do. It is. And then from then, the harassment came, and I have footage when it was all snowing. This random motherfucker that know them took a shovel, tried to shovel the fucking pebbles. It is. Then piling the fucking snow. Uh, all this for a high. All this because it was a high, and I choose to ignore it the second time because they were mocking it. But I stopped talking, and this is why people's wondering why. I stopped talking because the homophobic slurs. I was wearing a pink shirt and stuff like that, and I was outside, and he said some homophobic shit. She approved and giggled and laughed. It is. And that's when I said to myself, because I was facing away from them, I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to talk. You want to be a bastard and shit like that, but fuck. I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off. Why would I want to talk to someone in that? And that's what got to me. And that's why I just ignored them and stuff like that. All because of homophobic stuff. Homophobic slurs. Because I was wearing a pink shirt. And he thought I was listening into their conversations. Motherfucker, I was on my phone. I had the fucking reading book in me. And I was fucking eating. And I was facing not their property. I was facing the other way as well. So at the end of the day, all of this has to do with the homophobic stuff. So this escalation of marking my mum's car and everything, the homophobic. The homophobic, the against homophobic. To me, it is. I mean, I'm bi. I'm fucking bi. I feel like I'm straight because I date nearly all women, but I'm bi, unfortunately. It is. Oh no, he's bi. Oh no. So basically, like I said, if I'm wearing a pink shirt, it is. But the irony is, a few days later, the motherfucker was wearing literally a pink shirt, going to the car, looking legit. I'm like, you're trying to cover your ass of what you said. I'm not kidding. No shot. 2 days later, he was wearing a big shirt, going in his car because I was outside the front cutting my lawn. I'm like, you're trying to cover your ass now. And I had all this, and I had what he said on a cassette in my pocket because I have a recorder in my pocket at all fucking times. Going out to shops or anything, I have a recorder in my pocket at all times. I do. That's why when there's no one talking, you hear the smooshing noise of your feet when you walk. It is. And shit, you're not. Like, I had this. I handed in a PlayStation. Civil matter. Civil matter. That'll piss some community off, won't it? Civil matter. Someone's using homophobic slurs. It's a motherfucking civil matter in this country. Apparently. So that's why I stopped talking to the neighbours and stuff like that. Like, it wasn't because of her mocking my high or anything. It was because the homophobic, and she giggled and laughed. She giggled and laughed. She approved on it. Like, she could have told them and said, hey, come on now. Like, so. She could have just told them and everything. But no, didn't. So, and now they're trying to create scenarios for me to be triggered to get a fucking brick and probably toss it through a window or something like that. Or get a baseball bat and smash her fucking head in. Something like that. Like so. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. My friends know I'm not that violent person. Yeah, I say it on calls that I want to slap someone or something like that, but I don't do it. I don't do it. Like, so, we in a country that basically, like, so, but if you are assaulted, like, so, if you are assaulted and stuff like that, like, so, you should be arrested for it. It's one of the most deluded things ever. It is. And all because they want to prove. They want to prove, and they've got other neighbors as well. They've got other neighbors looking at my house. I can stand outside the front, and there's torches beaming fucking everywhere. See them peeping Tom, people know whatever it is. I just need to stand on my fucking doorstep, and they think I'm making fucking moves like an assassin. It's mental. It's mental. Honestly, at the end of the day, like I said, and if you're new to this channel, hi, I am a PMG tuber. I'm a GIF tuber. It is. I just redesign my I redesigned my models. I have a few multiple models, but I've been changing the theme to black and white theme because I kind of want to get into the vibe of, it is and stuff like that. My friends helped me with all this though, so credit to James. It is. He's helped me with that because he's good at the shite. He's good at pencil 2D. Better than me actually. So I love the tail. I love the tail. So credit to James on that one, my friend. I do South Park characters. I have the links. You can create your own South Park character yourself. It is. If you want a video on how I make my like characters talk and stuff like that, I can do that too if you want that. Because I did that myself, obviously. So yeah. I actually want a bit of a bounce. I like the bouncing, to be honest. Can I zoom up? I think I can. I think I can zoom up. I can move around, see? Woo! I can move around. I can make it bigger, I think. Hey, you like that? It looks a bit pixelized, doesn't it? I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Well, if I don't know actually. He's coming. Okay, this one is what you say because there's a law. So what do you want to get out of this, like in general? I just want people to hear it. I just want to hear it and what they think for their opinion. That's all, legit. Like I'm not hiding this shit anymore. It's going on, it is, and stuff like that. And I'm not playing the victim. I'm not playing the victim of what it is. I'm just basically putting out the straight story it is. Because, like, if people's not going to hear my side of the story, what's in my local area, motherfucker, the internet will. And if the police are not going to do anything, then, yeah. Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So, what do you want for yourself? Peace, enjoyment. I mean, like I said, like everybody does. I feel, but when it comes to certain points in life, when you get older and stuff, you want peace. You want to just do your own thing, get on with it, and that's it. Like you can't tell me that things have changed over time and you want that stuff. So at the end of the day, like I said, yeah, I think I'll get a little bit more settled peace knowing that you guys know now it is because a lot of was foggy on what's happening here, it is and stuff like that. That's basically the full story. The rest is just them escalating, them monitoring what time I go out, come back in, stuff like that. There isn't anything like literally done. If I'm on my property and I'm pointing the camera at you and not at your fucking face, it is, and you on a public path. They were on a public path. It is, like so. I have some no parking signs. It is, and her motherfucking brother-in-law was a dumbass saying you can't put parking sign. I'm like, I've had them up for years. I've had them up for years. You can't. I'm like, I said calmly, I can. I've had permission. All the permission it is. This is what I'm saying. They know. They know I've had permission. They know all this. And they still do this harassment to get a rise out of me to pick up a lethal weapon and just fuck everything up. If anybody out there is in the same situation, don't do that because that's what they want. Because they are already in pain. They are already in pain. They are. I see it black and white. They're already in pain. That's why I don't do shit. They're already in pain. They're already suffering and all this kind. So why do I make it worse? It's just going to be slowly in pain. So why? See, I told you I'm not playing the victim. I'm just doing my own thing and just enjoying my own thing. You cross the boundary, I'm going to tell you. It's the same as the internet. I'm going to tell you if you cross the boundary. It's the same as anybody here in the real world over here. I'm going. You have boundaries. Everybody has fucking boundaries. Don't cross them. Don't cross the boundaries. But these motherfuckers like to pretend you have. They like to pretend you have. And this is what they accuse me of. But the footage shows them crossing my boundaries. I have footage of me telling them calmly to get off. And the police have said I've handled it too calm. I'm like, well, too calm, that's good, right? That's the thing here. Yeah, I truly believe, like I said, I truly believe deep down that's what's going on. You're right. You're absolutely right. This comment basically says is so basically they asking to chaos, do they come from a big local area? I don't even know where they come from. I don't even know their names. I don't even know shite. I don't want to know that. But I do know this. I think they come from a big, big, big location where there's lots of traffic, lots of chaos. It is. Because when there's quietness in this street and stuff, that's when it starts. That's when it starts. Because my friends told us their fucking patterns and shit like that in one night. I'm like, holy fuck, how long were you watching my house for? 5.5 hours. I'm like, what? Dude, like, he's got work. He works at McDonald's and shit like that. Like, imagine working at McDonald's and you, dude, like, the dude's a saint. The dude's a fucking saint. He's absolutely a wonderful guy. He's a fucking saint for doing that. Now, like I said, I don't think he's doing it anymore or whatever the case is, but I don't know. Like I said, it's not out, it's not me. It's not in my hands. It's his. It's the same as his fiance. It's his. It's all fucking his. It's all his. Whatever they do, whatever everything, it doesn't concern me. It doesn't concern me. Unless they see them mark the fucking car again and stuff. Because they have damaged the car. And I've shown footage of that. They have damaged the car, like I said, and I have proof of that. I have video footage for that. I'm not kidding. It's a beyond thing. It's a bizarre fucking thing. And that's why I thought I'd tell one of the most bizarre stories there is. But you chat, you know, evidence and every proof proves everything. Black and white. From your CCTV camera or your phone. It is like so. Recording and that. But the problem is with so much AI as well. Like there's so much AI, but this is just from pressing the red button of the record of your camera on your phone. Not anything else. Well, like I said, that's where it is. Now I'm going to get a bite to eat and stuff like that. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you understanding. And even if you don't respect my opinion or you have your different opinion, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. You guys haven't escalated. You guys haven't, which I do appreciate on that. It's because you already knew, didn't you? You already knew. You already knew that that's what they want. And you knew I was on the right track, which I appreciated too. I really do. Fuck, I'm just gonna do my own fucking thing. Of course it's harassment. It's harassment. I just thought I'll bring this up as a topic and stuff. Been talking about this for an hour now. Now I want to get a bite to eat. So I'll see you all later. I might play games later. I don't know. I might just chill the fuck out because getting all this off my chest is probably a lot. But right now, I need to fucking eat. I'm starving. Let me know in the comments what you actually getting eaten and shit like that. So thank you so much for watching, and I do appreciate you listening and understanding a little bit more of a point that meets the eye. It is. I do really appreciate that. I do. There's just a lot of crazies out there too. You have to be careful of. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, do you think that proof and evidence still keeps? Wow, the chat's really going like chat's really going like quick when I just said that. I mean, I could do that as well. Right now, I'm gonna get a bite to eat and chill out a bit. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm glad you like my model. I'm glad you like it. I want to have another mouth impression, so I'm asking James about a more mouth impression, but this one seems to be fine because you can see the background through the mouth, which I actually like too. Like so. So yeah. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. And like if you have affected, okay, if you're affected by what I've said, or if things is happening in your location the same way, harassment, there is antisocial bullying, there's lines for that. There is help out there. It's just with my situation, there isn't the help. There isn't the help. It is. But I know some people have more providable help that's out there that's willing to help people in this. This is antisocial behavior lines and stuff like that. If not, get a therapist because that's what I did. I'm under a therapist. It is with all this going on and stuff like that as well. And it's the best fucking thing ever. It's the best fucking thing ever. They really, really have helped me a lot with my health and stuff like that, and my mental health too. They really have. So shout out to them. Her name's Sue. Her name is Sue. And Sue watches my videos too. So Sue, hi, if you're mentioning this as well. Hi. Like so this replay. This replay will be on. Hi. Thanks for, everything it is. Like it is. I do appreciate the the support on this channel. I do appreciate it all. I know some of the art and content has changed, but I want to keep with the 1930s black and white theme. And I want to keep this tail. I want to keep this tail as well. I do. I want to keep this tail. I might change the mouth, or I might not, or I might make it bigger or smaller. I don't know. It's up to you. What do you guys think? Because I'm bouncing side to side too. So, yeah. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good weekend. Have a good night. And God bless you all out there. And stay VHS.